10, everybody. I'm Jerome, this is Holly, and we have Dennis Slater and Anita Webb from University Chevrolet with us now. And it's such a wonderful place to work. Dennis was just telling us off the air that people show up and just start working for free. It's so great. This actually happened to you today.
Walked in this morning, and our woman who cleans for us all day long, she's just constantly in the showroom cleaning and takes care of the entire facility. And she walked up and asked me in her broken Spanish, did you throw me out, she said. And what do you mean? And
she thought she was being replaced.
Thought she was being replaced. And there's a woman walking through our showroom just cleaning tables. And
just because.
We had no idea who she was.
She just likes to clean.
As you were saying earlier, there's some strange stuff going on.
Yeah, it feels like one of those weird days where things are breaking and, you know, people are just walking into random showrooms and cleaning.
But you're right. People love it there so much they'll just come in and clean tables.
Yeah.
If they're not buying cars, they'll just, help us out there.
Show up with a rag and help them out. Keep those Chevys sparkling clean.
We encourage you to actually go in and talk to them about purchasing a vehicle, though, and not actually walking in to clean. And today we're talking about a lot of different things that we've been discussing in the past. You guys are all about the relationship with the consumer, and not just repeat business, but building a relationship with new customers as well.
Yeah, the past couple of weeks we've talked about how we got through cash for clunkers, and then General Motors came out with their program for the 60-day guarantee. And I said last week that honestly, it's not a call to action for a consumer. They're not going to run in because there's a special sale. It's General Motors trying to build some confidence. But again, as we've spoken, honestly, the confidence is going to have to come at the dealer level, and that's what we've been working on.
How long is that 60-day return policy promotion going for, though?
They said it was going to go through November, and now they're talking about extending it. And quite honestly, I think they can extend it because really nobody's taking advantage of it. Because there's an additional $500 rebate if you don't choose that program. So that's what the consumer wants. The consumer wants a good vehicle at a good price. And it's nice to know that confidence is there, but it's also nice to know you can get an extra $500 off your car.
And you have a quote with you today that you have mentioned before that I just think is fantastic.
I think it's great. I'm going to have it made and put a plaque on my desk because I think it's just, it speaks about a lot of things for me from the industry, but also what we do at our dealership. And it says, as soon as we have exhausted all other alternatives, we will build a great car for a reasonable price, negotiated transparently by an honest dealer.
And that's where we're at.
That's the mantra.
And that'll fix the car business.
That's right. That's exactly right.
The gimmicks, you don't need gimmicks. You just need to do a good job.
And we want to point out that you don't have car salespeople. You have customer relations managers.
Actually, I wrote that wrong. It's guest relations
managers. Relations managers. And you have a guest relations manager with you?
I brought Anita. Anita is the alter ego of the little woman that pops up on the screen and gives you your appraisal.
So
on your website.
Anita.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to give Anita.
She
pops up there and says, give you an appraisal on your car and everything. But yeah, Anita's done a great job. We've had her do walkarounds on vehicles on a couple other shows, and we're going to do next week, we're going to do the Malibu again. I think it's time for the people to take another look at that. Great vehicle. All the programs are out there from General Motors, so we'll do that.
Now, you walk the walk, but you also talk the talk. Or you talk the talk and you also walk the walk, because you're talking about your internet experience, and I thought, well, I'm not going to tell Dennis, but I'm just going to go on and see, act like I'm trading in my car. And you go in and you fill out this form, and sure enough, about 15 minutes later, after I'd started, I got an email back from Anita that said, hey, we received here's the appraisal for your car. Please contact me. I understand you're interested in this car and whatever. And I mean, it wasn't like I had to wait 2 or 3 days. I mean, you were right on it, Anita.
Right.
The response
and it gave you
right
an
there.
Independent, third-party appraisal of your vehicle that gave you the information you needed to negotiate your purchase.
And you guys are all about the social networking, too. You're networking with the customer constantly with your email. But now, Anita, you've developed another way to network with a University Chevrolet Facebook page?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Right now, the majority of our customers are out there on the internet, as we've established. They don't want to come right into the showroom. And part of our guest relations office is really taking advantage of that, because we're building the relationship, whether it be on the internet or on the phone, which, by the way, you didn't return my call.
Anita returns calls. I'm not so good at it.
But the Facebook kind of gives them a different perspective, because then they don't have that immediate phone call like I gave Jerome. It gives them a chance to be kind of hands-free, and it gets to know the dealership on a personal basis. Because as we update, they'll have pictures on us. We have an event coming up this weekend, a big sale that we've advertised. And for example, I listed some Camaros on there. They were able to see what was on our showroom at the time, the new Equinoxes, which are very rare to find right now. They actually saw the interior, the colors. And that way, if they decide to look at a vehicle, it kind of gives them that hands-free ability to decide to give us a call at that point.
And I think because everyone is so comfortable, or most of us are fairly comfortable, I should say, working online and working on the internet, that kind of makes for a much easier, more tranquil less sort of harried buying experience for the consumer.
Right. Yeah, and actually the whole process, even on our regular dealership website, here in the past, couple of months as we really have started building it, I've had several customers that literally, when they come into the showroom, we actually had one a couple days ago, their credit was done, their payments were taken care of, we knew what they were going to pay down, paperwork was done via fax, email, they came in and literally, let's drive my car, I want to re-inspect it, it's all cleaned up, thank you very much. And they always respond in the same way. It was that easy, it should be that way every time.
And now you've got a couple hours of a process maybe versus a full day, which is just really, like Jerome said, it's very harrowing, makes you feel like you're, I got to devote my entire weekend to purchasing a car. Plus, people can ask you questions through a Facebook page too, and comment and, oh, this Camaro looks amazing. What's the typical price range on that? And kind of make a plan ahead of time.
Right.
And we also find that they'll go out and shop other dealers and then come back and ask us questions. And we find that what we're doing is we're giving the customer the great answer. And the more you do that, Anita's come to me and said, the guy that came in yesterday and bought the car, I've been talking to him over the internet for 3 months. He never told me what his real name was. He never gave me his phone number.
Right.
Just called and said, I'm going to come in on Saturday and buy the car.
Well, there you go.
That's the kind of experience we're trying to build.
You make it a comfortable buying experience. Check them out, folks. University Chevrolet up there on North Florida Avenue in Tampa. ChevroletofTampa.com. Become a fan on Facebook. I'll tell you what, we'll do that if you two become a fan of Studio 10 on Facebook.
Done.
You already did that? Look at that.
We did it.
See, they're always a step ahead.
Facebook is listed under Chevy Tampa. So you can join by doing a search. It's actually a personal profile rather than a fan page because we wanted, again, it's a building relationship. We're here as people and not just a dealership.
Chevy Tampa.
Chevy Tampa.